Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, as you guys can tell from the title of the video, I am going to be talking a little bit more about how I run my business day-to-day basis, and also what key points you need in order to have a running business and also a successful business in regards to making sure you have the right components. So if you guys are interested in seeing what are those components, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, so the first thing in order for you to have a successful running business, you want to make sure you have the right people. The right people is crucial, guys. Very, very important, especially if you are not a one-woman show or a one-man show. You want to make sure you have the right people. You have the people that you trust, and you have also the people that you believe in. So very important. One of the biggest things was when we go through interviews is we actually look at a person's attitude. Yes, the attitude is crucial, guys, because if your employee doesn't have a positive attitude, what makes you think that they're going to have a positive attitude in your point of business? So one of the biggest things is when you interview, guys, you want to make sure you're interviewing the right person, and the first thing that needs to stick out is their attitude. Do they have a positive attitude? Do they have a positive outlook in their life? Do they pretty much feel comfortable, confident? I know sometimes interviews can be deceiving a little bit, but you want to make sure you hit the key points and you want to ask the right questions. So for example, for our point of business, we are big in customer service. We want to make sure we're providing our customers the best service that we can give. Not only are they there to get their morning coffee, their breakfast, but they're there to also get a smile. That's one of my biggest things, is we want to make sure our customer leaves happy, because most of the times we're the first person in the morning that they see. So now it makes truly sense when, you know, when a person's coffee is not right, or for example, if you go to the store, when you go to your coffee shop and you get the wrong coffee, that's pretty much the definition and how your day's gonna go. So we want to make sure we don't mess anything up for anybody, and it is a bright new day. We want to make sure whoever goes in, they get the right food, they get the right attitude. So that's the biggest thing, guys, for me, is make sure you guys have the right people. The right people is very, very crucial. That's why I wanted to start off with this. You guys want to make sure you guys also vibe and make sure you guys connect with your employees. You guys do not have to be their friends. I know a lot of people say, well, I'm the boss, I don't have to be their friend. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you don't want to be their friend, you do not have to be their friend, but you want to make sure you're giving your employees a very welcoming environment, and you're making sure that they're happy to be there, because believe me, if they're not happy to be there, then they're not going to stay there for long. Trust me. I have personal experiences when I was not happy with an employer, not necessarily the job, but I decided not to stay. So that's one of the biggest things, is you guys want to make sure you guys give a great environment for your team members and make sure that they're happy to be there, and then their customer service is on point, guys, especially if you guys are working with customer service. And mostly every job now in this world that we live in is due to customer service for the most part. So we want to make sure your customers are happy and they're happy to be there. So one of the things that is going to help them is by you having the right people. So which brings me into this. If you have the right people running your business, you don't have to be there all the time. You don't have to be babysitting them, because they already know their expectations and they already know they need to keep their best self every day at work, because if not, then you know that's not what you're about. That's what you hired, that's what you're looking for, and you're looking for somebody that's reliable, has a good attitude, and of course is a good multitasker, which brings me in with a good job by doing little follow-ups. So you want to make sure, you know, you have your system going. So if you haven't set up like a system of making sure that either you have like a write-up or like a handbook, and I'll go into it a little bit more in detail, because believe me, guys, there's so many avenues that it's just a lot. But just to kind of get you going, we want to make sure we get the right people in so we can go ahead and not be there all the time, right? Because we want to make sure we trust our employees, and we want to make sure we get the right people to do the right job, right? So that's point number one. All right, guys, so point number two. So point number two, you want to have the right tools. So the right tools is very, very important as well, just because you want to make sure you have everything that you need in order for the job to get done, right? For your employees to do it. So one of the biggest things is, obviously, for the food industry, you want to make sure you get the right food. The right food, you want to make sure you get everything pretty much in bulk. You search any near vendors and stuff like that for you to go ahead and do like your shopping. Make sure you get, you know, good deals. Also, like big warehouse restaurant shops, that there's a plenty are all around the US, and I'm pretty sure all around the world. So make sure you guys are buying in bulk, because if you guys buy individually, there's so many sales tax, there's so many different things that you avoid so much sales and so much sales tax pretty much for the most part, and you get to reduce your cost by a lot. So my biggest things is make sure you guys get the right tools, and that includes your inventory. You want to make sure you get the right food as well. And see, maybe one of the things that has helped me was, you know, kind of get in contact with different bakeries, for example. Just kind of, you know, pick their brain a little bit and see where they buy their food or where they get their stuff, and is it convenient for me. So one of the things is I would recommend is to kind of go with your like mentor or somebody that's helping you in regards to what to buy in order for you to save your money, right? So that's very, very important. You want to make sure you get the right items, and of course you want to make sure your food tastes good. So also keep that in mind. Make sure before you buy anything in bulk, make sure you guys always ask for samples, because they should provide samples for you. Trust me, every big large company wants you to buy their product, and in order for you to buy their product, you want to make sure you taste it and you like it. So always remember that. Make sure you get samples, and if you like it, then by all means go ahead. All right, so which brings me in with, and then I'll do a separate video how I do my inventory, how I do my shopping, my vendors, and all that stuff. So this is going into also having the right tools in regards to having the right cash register. Okay, this I die for, guys. I love my Clover. For those businesses out there that have not yet got a Clover, guys, you guys need one. You guys need a POS system that's gonna help you, and it's gonna make your life so much easier, and also it's just gonna help you keep track of everything. I tell you, everything keeps. This Clover machine does everything for me. Everything from inventory, all the way from payroll, all the way from shifts. Keeps tracks of my employees clocking in and clocking out, and also it keeps tracks of my sales, my register, when they open it, when they close it, who's taking cash out of the register, who's using the register. I wouldn't have this machine, I don't know what I would do. It was the best investment that I did. It's the best investment I have ever done, for the same reason I kept track of everything. Like, I don't even have to do anything. This machine does it all for me, and I'll probably do a separate video on this machine. I know I have told you in the past in my other videos that I will be doing one, but I promise you guys, this machine is heaven. Well, not heaven, but close enough, right? So yeah, so that's one of the biggest things that I love with this machine, because it helps me not only that, but it also helped me promote my business. People can actually order online. Isn't that crazy? And then it gets my lines directly to my register. So people just literally go in there and they pick up their food. Isn't that great? So that's a right tool that you need, because it will make your life easier. And at the end of the day, it'll track your sales. At the end of the month, year to year, like, it does everything for you. Which brings me into this next topic. Another important tool that you guys need is, of course, cameras. Okay, you guys need to make sure you guys install cameras. I cannot tell you how important it is, because this gives you a peace of mind to know that your shop is being taken care of when you're not there, and if not, then you have footage to back it up, because you guys want to protect yourselves. Yeah, you guys love your team members, you guys want to make sure that they feel happy and secured, but at the same time, who's going to secure you, right? How are you going to protect yourself? So you want to make sure, since you're dealing with fryers, since you're dealing with you know, just, it's a food industry, it's fast, people can potentially burn, fall, you know, you want to make sure you're always on top of your things, because if somebody would happen to slip or fall, it comes back on you. So you always want to make sure that you are keeping track of what's going on in your shop at all times. So if you guys have not installed cameras and you guys have a restaurant or a business, you guys need to do an installation for camera. Regret this, you guys need cameras. So that's the biggest thing, is cameras. So make sure you guys get a good, pretty much make sure you guys get Clover. And by the way, this is not an ad or anything like that. This is just because I love Clover. Make sure you guys install cameras, and make sure you guys also have the right vendors. But not only that, guys, make sure you have great advertising. Of course, that's a very important tool now in this day and age, just because we are always on our phone, always on social media. So we want to make sure we make also a social media account for our restaurant or our type of business, of course. So usually I like to do Instagram, and I also like to do Facebook. Those are the two main ones I like to do. I still don't have a Twitter or a TikTok for my donut shop, but I have my personal one that I use to do little TikToks and stuff like that. So I'm still not on the whole social media, but I do recommend for you guys to get some type of social media, some type of, you know, online power, because I promise you guys, I'm starting to get people from Instagram to go into my shop, and it is amazing and beautiful to hear that all the work that we're putting in, it's not in vain, guys. A lot of people are enjoying what we cook and how we pretty much put it out there, and they're excited to go try it. So that's a little thing I'm gonna let you guys know, is make sure you guys have your social media accounts on deck and ready to go. Very important. So that's that for the most important tools that you guys need. Like I said, I'll probably go into depth into within another video on each, giving you guys more details about it, just because I know a lot of people want to get more into depth in regards to hiring, what to look for, what questions to ask for. Also, as far as like having the right tools, like, you know, the right tools is so vague. It's like, you know, I want to make sure I provide the tools you guys need to help you with this, because I know a lot of you guys are freshly new, and trust me, this is me going into my second year, and I'm still learning as I go. But I feel like if I would have a video or something to help me in the beginning of the year, I would have so appreciated. So make sure you guys have that going, because that's definitely going to help you guys, and make sure you guys have that as well. So your social media, very crucial. Of course, is having the right bookkeeping. A lot of people can go old school, and a lot of people prefer to write everything down, or a lot of people like to go digital and have everything in the computer. It really depends, up to you. What does that mean? So pretty much it just means make sure you have a system in place to know how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. That is very important. So you want to make sure you separate your revenue from your expenses. What is revenue? Revenue, so very important. What is revenue? Revenue is credits or sales coming in to your business, pretty much providing you your income, whether it's to pay, you know, inventory, your employees, your fixing things. So that's pretty much money that's coming in from your point of business. And then expenses is pretty much self-explanatory, anything you expense. So as far as payroll, as far as, you know, tools, inventory, pretty much everything that you're using to pretty much pay for. So what you want to do is very important. You want to, as soon as you open your business, day one or even before then, you want to make sure you have an account. I already talked a little bit into detail as to details I had or what you need to open a business account, but you want to make sure you keep track of all your inventory, of all your incoming sales and also incoming money and money going out. This will make it easier for you to make your taxes at the end of the year, to know how much money you're making. Is it even worth having a business, pretty much? So that will keep track of everything, because trust me, just because you have money coming in or you make a certain amount a day doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you made. That means that you have money for what comes next, right? So pretty much how I do it is, and I'll probably do another, like I said, it's so much that I want to talk about and go into detail, but I want to just make it a short and cute video to kind of give you guys a little bit of pointers and kind of get you guys going. So pretty much how I do it is I do month to month, because every month or every 2 weeks I'm ordering either inventory, I'm buying things. Obviously we have payroll, so I don't do 3-month basis. I do month to month for now. For now, that's what works for me. I do a month to month sales revenue, I do inventory, I do pretty much everything within outgoing and also incoming. So every month I keep track of how much money I made for that month, and which Clover helps me with a lot of that, because it sees all the sales that are coming in, all the money that is coming in. So we want to make sure we keep track of that. And at the same time, I'm the bookkeeper. I do all the expenses and stuff like that, and me and my partner, we kind of just put everything together, and then we add things up. We see if it's in balance, or if maybe one month we spend more than last month. So we want to make sure we fill in those gaps, and we want to see where that money went. So you want to make sure you guys have a balance sheet. Very important. You guys want to make sure you guys have that. And like I said, I'll go into detail. Maybe I'll do like a screen and kind of show you guys what I do and kind of give you examples of what is working for me right now. Because if you guys do not keep track of your sales or your incoming and outgoing expenses, then guys, why are we in business, right? You guys want to make sure your money is coming in and you have credits, and you can now, as a business owner, maybe for day one you're not going to start paying yourself. I'm going to tell you that much. Maybe for the majority of the first year you're going to be having a lot of expenses going out. Then maybe you'll start getting a little bit more money in return. So the first year is always the hardest, because you're learning and you're also figuring things out, seeing how things are going to work. But I promise you, if you get what you return, you get what you put in. So if you put the work in, you're going to get rewarded. Trust me. So sorry, that's my phone. Me going into this second year, I feel a little bit more relaxed, and I feel like a full year has come to an end, and now we're starting our second year. But I tell you guys, this second year has been really good to us. We definitely see the growth, and not only did we survive COVID, but we have survived a lot of different hiccups here and there. Most of our items that we bought, or most of the stuff that we took over from this business, has been very old stuff. So we have to fix it. A lot of them get broken. Sometimes we couldn't even open the shop because of it. So keep that in mind. If you're gonna open a business, make sure that you guys don't only think that food is gonna be, a restaurant. Make sure that you think outside the bubble, and make sure that you guys know that things will happen, and you guys want to make sure you guys have at least some money saved in case of emergencies. So with that being said, I know it was a lot of information and I was talking a lot, but just make sure you guys keep track of that. That's very important. So the 3 main things is you guys want to make sure you hire the right people, you have the right tools, and also you have the right bookkeeping. Very, very, very crucial things you guys want, and you guys want to make sure you guys run your business, but don't kill yourself doing it either. Make sure you guys have a system going for yourself that's going to help you in the long run, and you guys don't have to be there 100% of the time. because you guys need to slowly let go, right? So make sure you guys have your right tools, and you guys will do great. So if you guys like this video, definitely let me know in the comments down below, and I will love to go more into depth with all these little sections that I talked about. Maybe we can do a full-on video on just finances, or also payroll, or how I go about doing payroll, or just pretty much anything. So if you guys are interested and you guys like me talking more about this, let me know in the comments down below. I would be happy to help you guys. But don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching.